YouTube, how's it going? It's Sunday, the 13th of April. It's absolutely wild outside here in Glasgow. It's like a winter's day again. Got some urgent updates coming from the Ukraine, folks. There's some pretty devastating scenes coming out of there today. We've had battles in Slaviansk where there's an anti-terror operation underway. We had seen pro-Russians who had seized government buildings. Well, now the crackdown that was promised in the east of the country certainly seems to be underway. We've had reports of 1 security personnel being killed, 5 injured, an unreported amount of casualties on the protesters' side. We've also heard that the mayor's office in a town called Mariupol, also in the east of the country, 90 miles from the Russian border, that has fallen to pro-Russian gunmen. Civilians have been told to stay indoors in the country, and the most worrying development of all has just come out in the last 5 minutes. And this is a line coming from the new Prime Minister, the acting interim Prime Minister of the Ukraine, in which he has said that Russia is carrying out and waging a war against the Ukraine. Russia is carrying out and waging war against the Ukraine. This is very dangerous rhetoric to coming out with. You've had the Americans on the back of this. Samantha Power, yeah, she's a man, if ever there was one. She's almost as manly as Michelle Obama, not quite though. But yeah, she's threatened further sanctions against Russia. Now, is it just me, or why are we getting further sanctions against Russia here, folks? Yes, I'm not saying Vladimir Putin won't be instigating some of this, but thus far, we've not seen any evidence of this. All we have seen is evidence of Russian-speaking Ukrainians wanting to have more ties with Russia and move away from this new puppet regime instilled by the West. Now, we've also had a Kremlin spokesman coming out, pretty much saying that the West have got their mitts all over this revolution that happened in Kiev. And what's going to happen in the coming days as the CIA director and Joe Biden again go out to Ukraine is that people in the East will see this as not only a Kiev threat, but a Western threat against them and their Russian way of life. So keep an eye on what's happening over there, folks. Like I say, it's deadly scenes coming out of there. Civilians, as usual, told to shelter in place, wait and die. And yeah, certainly not good. More to follow, no doubt, because this is an ongoing operation. They've also said that this security crackdown is going to be carrying on throughout the day, so they can rid the air quotes Russian terrorists from the government buildings. So watch this space, folks.